This week's YKWD is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp Online Therapy. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. And you know what, dude? Listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/dude. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/dude.
What's going on? It's Robert Kelly here, and I want you to join my Patreon. I got this.
Why is Andrew Schultz sitting like a lesbian?
I got that.
Take a look.
This too.
Oh, what's in the box?
Dude. Oh, whoa. I've been waiting months for this. And check this out. Oh, no. All right, we have a special guest coming in. Your background, what is that?
Hold on a second. Somebody's teasing me. Hold on a second. That's not my fault. Okay, sorry.
This is on there.
I think we definitely empowered trolls. We gave trolls a template for how to nail each other.
And this.
Less titty challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Did you break your bed? It don't matter. I think that's it. Nope, you get this too. Dude.
It's always been fun to be friends with you doing stand-up comedy all these years.
So hit the button, click it, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. You'll thank me later.
Patreon.com with Robert Kelly. I talked to Uncle June and Johnny Sheck the other day. It's good for business.
I want to tell you about a amazing company that me and my wife found. We've been going to New Hampshire for the last 30 years, vacationing, and we love it up there. We've been renting, and we've been a guest, and we've always wanted to own, but we couldn't afford it. It was just out of our reach until we found Tiny Homes of Maine. This company is amazing. It's a husband and wife. It's a family-owned business, and they make the most amazing tiny homes on the market. They're built to withstand Maine winters, and they look amazing. They're fully customizable, and they have 3 different sizes. You should check them out. If you're thinking about, having a second home or maybe downsizing or, just having an office, go tiny. And go to Tiny Homes of Maine. The company is amazing, and they help you every single step of the way, from finding the right one for you, from making it from the ground up, and to finding about the laws in your area and financing. You couldn't go with a more amazing company and a more amazing family than Tiny Homes of Maine. Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast.
YKWD's back again.
Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all.
YKWD.
This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules.
Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry. It's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. What, dude? You know what, dude? You know what, dude? We're back again. You know what? Hey, what's up, fuckers? Wouldn't that be great if I just did that and grabbed my chest? That was the last YKWD. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Robert Kelly here. Thanks for being a part of this. Again, live in the Patreon. Again, and watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, it's Sunday. It's free day. It's love day on Monday. And just subscribe. That's all we ask. Subscribe. Dude, you got to give it away free, dude. That's how you become fucking huge like fucking Andrew Schultz, dude. You give it away, dude. Well, it's free on Sundays. And live taping is Patreon only. And that's what you guys are watching right now. So I want to thank all the Robert Kelly, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Cheaper than a cup of coffee. 2 cups of coffee if you want the vid. But I want to thank you guys for being a part of the Patreon. You loyal fucking listeners. You loyal watchers. Is that what they call you? I got a great show tonight. I'm very excited to be back in the studio. I always hate like today I was like, oh, fuck, I want to go home. And then when these mics go hot, something just happens. And I got a great show tonight. I'm so excited. One of my favorite people in the world is here.
Oh, Bobby, you shouldn't have.
No, it's you.
Oh, I thought you were setting me
Yeah,
up.
you low self-esteem fatty. It was you. I like Zac Amico, man. I've always liked him. And he's here.
Thank you for having me, Bob.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love you. And we got a very special guest, of course. Patreon people know this. Jim Norton is coming up. We're texting him right now. He's doing a spot downstairs. You texting him, Nikki?
Yeah.
That's new, Nikki. Thank you. And Russell, Jokes. Russell, you here? I'm here. He, talking to the mic, you fucking stink at this. I mean, you can just lean over, Joe. Are you there?
Hey, buddy.
How'd you like that crowd?
I liked them.
Did you like them?
Yeah.
Okay for me.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I'm very dirty.
It's not. I'm dirty too.
Okay. I lack confidence.
I don't know what it is. There's something you can say. Like I used to watch Attell, and he would do the craziest shit. Like I'd go up. It's a mind. It's a mental thing. You can say a certain thing. I don't know if it's a trick, but let's just say tricks, right? I don't know if it's a trick. But you can say certain things to prep them to be able to take in whatever you're going to tell them. You know, like, who is it? Robert Schimmel. Remember him? Mm-hmm. You ever see his act?
Yeah.
Not that dirty.
No.
But when he did Vegas, Triple X show at the Riv. Why? To trick people into thinking that this is going to be really bad.
Okay.
And then when they went in, they got no complaints. And it packed out.
He had the stinky pussy joke, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the stinky pussy. She's not home.
Can we bring up Schimmel's stinky pussy joke, please?
It was about for his son seeing From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, dude. They tricked him. Triple X. They thought they were going to see dicks going into freaking vaginas. But then he just did a regular rated R set, and it was palatable. How do you say that? Palatable?
Palatable.
So, yeah, you got it like... I have a joke about fucking having my dick inside of a vagina and how it's the greatest feeling just on earth for a man. It's just like one of the only thing I compare it to is having the movie going, no credits, the first scene as you open the hot box of pizza and have a slice in your mouth. And you literally hear the first lines of dialogue as you take the first bite. Is the only feeling I can compare it to of like, oh my God, this is the most perfect, amazing thing ever.
I would have said when you hear a band play one of your favorite songs when you're just starting to trip.
Okay, I've never tripped. I haven't tripped since I was like 13. But I didn't trip. I just took a pill. I didn't know what the fuck it was. But yeah, it's fucking great. I said, this is going to be, I don't know how to put this. It's a little, so sorry. And they're with you. It's weird. You just got to do that shit with your act. I watch you. You're fucking doing great. I think that's the first time being in that room.
Yeah.
That's it. People don't, stage confidence is a whole thing. You know, like if you don't have stage confidence in that stage.
Yeah.
I remember I would not do the Cellar for a long time and come back on a Saturday night and everybody's just tearing it up, and I would bomb because my Cellar stage confidence was wrong, gone. Joe used to not do as good as he does now, but he's got that confidence being there.
Yeah, no, I was just super happy to finally get up there. So that meant a lot. Thank you.
Oh, good. Fucking, we'll have you back. No, I love you, dude. I think you're fucking hilarious.
That means a lot, man.
Anyways, it's weird tripping. I would love to trip.
I think my days are behind me now.
What do you mean?
I went on a tear during the pandemic, and my wife sat me down and went, "Did by we?" She meant me. She goes, "So we just did mushrooms 3 times this week?" And I went, "Yeah, you're right. We got to pull the plug on that."
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
it was a lot.
What do mushrooms do? And first of all, tell me what type of mushrooms you're talking about. Can you find? I got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Can you just go out in the woods and find these fucking things? And when you take them, is it just one kind or is it many kinds and different kinds do different things?
It's just magic mushrooms.
So there's just one.
Yeah. I would not go in the woods because I don't know mushrooms very well, and you might eat poison.
Yeah. So,
so you want a certain kind that I know people grow. I think they actually grow. They grow them in pig poop.
Really?
Sometimes.
What do they look? Can you bring them up? I want to see what they look like.
They look like long stems, usually with like smaller caps.
A long stem with a small cap.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about
dried out.
mushrooms is they're so fucking similar.
Yeah.
And there's just like, yeah, you don't eat that one. Why? See that red dot? What? This one will take you to another planet. That one will fucking put you in the ground.
And you used to smoke pot before you got sober, right?
I smoked a lot of weed.
So I would compare a mushroom trip to being wildly high, but with visuals and like there's more to it. And
see, I'm a recovering alcoholic drug addict, but alcohol sucked for me because it was just violence. Is that it? I've seen those in my backyard.
It's not the same ones.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I cut those with my weed whacker. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
That's the one. Where do they grow?
In pig poop at drug dealers' houses.
Nicole, where can you find those in the wild?
I'm gonna look that up.
The wild. Dude, I swear to God, I've seen those mushrooms.
Yeah, it's entirely possible, but they if you take a good amount, they'll get you. I was microdosing for a while, which is you just take a cap and a stem, and it's pretty mild. You just more get a euphoria.
What the fuck?
But once you go deep, you can go places.
Where? Talk to me. Like,
I mean, I don't like doing it at concerts or whatever, mostly.
Why?
That's because I feel like I look around and everyone knows it's like a paranoia. You're like, everyone knows I'm on this. And like, everybody knows you're high.
Zach, everybody knows that you're doing mushrooms.
But
are you high right now?
No, I'm sober right now.
Is it? Are you high?
But I was doing that, and I was doing ecstasy a lot over the pandemic, and I was combining them, and it was getting
What
weird.
does that do? All right, ecstasy is a love you drug, right?
Yeah.
And this is a euphoric drug?
Yeah, and I was doing that, and then like I would put a record on, and I kept okay. The only feeling, did you see Get Out?
Yeah.
You know when they fall into the couch?
Yeah.
I was doing that 20 times a night, where I would fall in and I would see like fractals of the music.
What?
Like it looked like old timey screensavers.
Yeah.
But it would be to the music, and I would like have all these great visuals, and then I would pop up and be like, "Oh, you're here again," and then I would go, "Going back," and then I would just lay back, and I would feel myself go again, and it would be for hours. It was great.
You like that?
And me and my poor wife has to get up at 6 to teach preschool.
And
I'm blasting Court of the Crimson King in the living room.
Yeah. You have to wake up at 3 to meet Lewis to do a dumb podcast.
Yeah, I have to yell the N-word at Lewis at 4 o'clock.
Jesus Christ. Dude, I remember one time I got so high that I just remember me going down the street going. I was a fighter plane.
Hell yeah!
And I was just going. I was fighting in the war, and I was, and my friend punched me in the chest.
Oh no!
Because he was so like he kept going enough, and I was like okay, and I just kept. I felt like I was in the plane fighting this war. And I remember just punching me right in my sternum.
Edibles hit me hard.
Yeah.
So I will trip on regular weed edibles, and I will think of some silly shit.
It was I did this. I think it was the same time. It might have been a different time because it was so long ago. But I remember there he is. What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, pal.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Jim Norton, everybody. Mr. Jim. He's going to be leaving. He's got a dinner appointment tonight. But he'll be hanging with us. We're just talking about Jim Norton, everybody. You know Zach, of course. He was on the show, this morning, right? Dude, about tripping. I know it's weird because we're sober, but he's talking about he did mushrooms during the pandemic and ecstasy, and he was just falling into his couch.
Oh, that's what I call my wife. No, I can't. Did you see Get Out?
I did.
You know when he like goes into the chair when she does
yes,
food?
I vaguely remember that.
I kept doing that, and then I would see like fractals of the music I was listening to, and it was for hours. It was so much fun.
Oh, you liked it?
I loved it.
I was always scared of stuff like that. Like people were always afraid I would have a bad trip. Like guys I did drugs with would never mescalines as far as I got, but any type of psychedelic, they're like, don't do it. It'll be
My number one rule is turn your phone off, because I get terrified of the phone. That's something I'm gonna get bad news and I'm gonna be tripping. So I have to turn my phone off and put it away.
When I did drugs, like pills and stuff like that and weed, they had the phone in the kitchen. So we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, yeah. I still used to call him bomb threats, though, with the old...
How'd you laugh?
In high school, I was drunk.
Why would you...
Cleared the high school out.
You clear your school out?
Yeah. There's a bomb. I was so terrible. I've told this story before.
What do you mean?
I was trying to convince them that there was a bomb. Because I used to always call, like, these nuns and tell them I was being molested. They were like these...
But that's true.
Yeah, I know. But not at the moment I was. It was me and my friends were laughing.
Sorry.
But I called and I said... there's a bomb in the gym, and if you think this is a joke, then start laughing. I was a fucking... I know, it's a fucking horrible. But they cleared the high school out. I cleared the school.
What'd you say? Start laughing?
Yeah, if you think this is a joke, then start laughing.
My friend growing up had a special needs cousin who would prank call.
Your cousin was friends with him?
My cousin. I got you. I'm special needs.
The special needs.
The fatter I get, the closer I look to special needs.
That sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, right.
The special needs, and then there was a retarded lady that lived across the street from me.
Yeah.
I lived
Where
on
did you live?
a community for retarded people.
Under a fucking...
I lived on a one-way street, and whenever cars would go the wrong way, this retarded lady would come out and chase him with her purse. And he would prank call her and record it and let us have them. And it was one retarded person prank calling another.
Yeah.
And then they would like switch roles because she would start calling back mad.
Really?
And I just remember one time he's like, "It's the police." And she goes, "No, it's King Tut." And they started arguing over who was pranking who. And it was so beautiful.
Well, did she know him?
No.
And he didn't know her?
They had met in life, but she didn't know who it was. He was a beautiful soul. Did you guys used to drive around and yell shit at people?
Oh God, yeah.
No. Yeah. What do you mean?
You just drive around and you yell shit at people out the car window.
Anything, yeah.
I never did that.
Yeah.
And you yell at women, whatever. And we're with.
I used to throw piss cups at people.
What the fuck?
And throw them out the window.
We
Why?
used to do piss pucks.
What piss puck? What's that?
That's where you piss a little bit in a Dixie cup and freeze it.
Ah.
So then you can put it in people's mail slots, and it melts. And the next day they're like, "How did somebody piss inside my house?"
That's a lot of preparation.
Yeah.
For me, it was just I was drunk.
Yeah.
It was spur of the moment.
That's a piss production team.
We were driving around yelling at people, and the kid was with us, Jimmy, and he goes, "I want to try one." This is, by the way, this is just my Lewis voice now. I had years of practice. He goes, "I want to try one." We're like, "Yeah, sure, man. You can yell at people." And there was an old man sitting on a bench, and this kid just sticks his giant head out the car window and goes, "Die already, old man!"
I think that's a pretty good heckle. That's a pretty good fucking heckle.
I'd laugh if I heard that.
I would too.
I didn't do that. We used to just fight. Well, we would fight.
That's Boston anger.
No, it's just we didn't yell shit out. If you yelled something out a window, you'd catch a beating.
But that's why you're driving. They can't catch you.
Yeah, but we used to just fight. We never yelled shit. I don't know why. I mean, it sounds. Believe me, I would have rather yelled. I was not a fighter, dude. I used to be with guys that were tough, and it sucked because they'd be like, "Let's go," and I'd be like, "Where?" Like eating a sandwich, just happy. We're going to fucking fuck with those guys. I'd be like, "But why?" I just got my sandwich.
Yeah.
There was a kid none of us really knew, but he was in our school, and he lived at the bottom of a hill. I grew up in Secaucus, right outside of the city. It was the bottom of a hill, and entire front of his house was bay windows. The entire front of the house was glass. And we realized that if you went down the hill with your high beams on, it lit up his whole house and woke his parents up. So we started doing it every fucking night at 2 a.m.
That's funny.
Let's go. His name was Danny Alame. And let's go wake up Danny Alame's family.
His family.
And we would just honk and scream and light up his house. And one day he comes up to us. He's like, "Guys, my parents are so upset. Please stop." He's like, "I don't even know you guys. I don't know what I did."
How do you know it was you?
because it started to be the point where there was like 7 cars a night doing it. So one night we go to do it, and I punch my friend Corey in the arm, and I point, and there's 3 cop cars on the other side of the house waiting for us. And we just went right around the corner, and then we just started calling people, do not go to Danny Alame's tonight. A few years later, we're all back home for Thanksgiving.
Please tell me you did it.
And we're having a few drinks, and I look at my buddy, I go, you gonna wake up Danny Alame's family? He goes, hell yeah. 5 cars in a row. This poor fucking Indian family must go, because for years, nobody must have done it.
They must believe in aliens. Yeah.
But literally,
They come to a house.
If you hit the high beams, you could see inside the whole house. Like,
that's hilarious.
It must have been enraging.
Why do they put curtains up?
I have no idea. But the whole house, you could see inside the whole house.
A bay window. I don't know if you could put.
Yeah, you figure it out. If they're waking you up with fucking beams of light, you put curtains up.
Oh. We had a one-way street with cars on both sides of it. And we would wait, like at 12 at night, we'd wait. And then as a car was coming down, someone would scream down, and we'd pick up a car and pull it out, the front of it out into the street to block the street. And then the other way, there was another 10 kids up at the end. And as soon as the car went by, we'd pull another car out on the other side so they couldn't get out. There was no way for them to get out. There was just 2 cars blocking them, and they'd have to beep their horn. And then the people would come out whose cars it was. They'd be like, how the fuck did this happen? It just didn't make sense because someone would have to pick your car up. And to pick a car up takes like 10 kids to swing it out. It was so fucking funny, man. And then they wouldn't know how to like park it, like get it back. It took like 30 minutes to figure it out. Woo! We were dickheads, man. We used to steal cars too. We used to hang out in front of the little Alexander store. It was like an Italian deli, Alexander's. Oh. And we wait for people, because people these dudes would just run in to get something. I'm going in to get my paper and coffee or whatever, and they leave their car running with the keys. And we'd be sitting out front just hanging. As soon as the car pulled up, the guy running, we just as he's walking in, we'd be walking into his car. Just confidently get into his car and take off.
Like for the night? Or you?
No. Just for like 25 minutes, 30. We just ride around. We just wanted to fuck. We had nothing. You understand, there was no Xbox. There was no TV. There was no channels. You only had kid stuff on a Saturday.
Dude, that just freaks me out because, like, that's such a prison sentence.
Dude.
That's Grand Theft Auto.
We used to drive down to Spicer Field at Tufts College. They had a park that we used to hang out in. And we used to do it. When we did it, we'd knock down the soccer poles. They had the football soccer poles were like kind of, we just knock them down. They were wood. And we hit in this guy's car. It was a really T-tops Monte Carlo type car. I don't know what the fuck. It was really nice. And we're flying, doing donuts in the field. And we were going to go right through the thing. At the last minute, Mikey Dots just grabbed the wheel and pulled it. And we slammed into a steel. They replaced him with a steel. We would have been fucking dead. It would have cut the car in half.
That's fucking...
It was crazy. We just ran out of the car. We just got out and just
Dude, that
fucking
scares
took
the shit out of me. I got charged with grand theft when I was 15.
Really?
I thought my life was over. I thought I was, like, done. And it was so dumb. Me and my friend stole a fucking golf cart from the school.
That's grand theft?
They said it was worth over $5,000. Oh. Total lie.
Yeah.
And I got charged with burglary and grand theft.
Wow.
And I thought my life was fucking over.
My first one,
I remember one time.
Oh, no.
When I was a kid, I found a bike, and I hopped on it, and I took it down the street. It was crazy.
This week on YKWD, the crazy true stories of Jim Norton.
Ever tell you about the time I came home late for curfew?
What happened?
Oh, she raised holy heck. My mom was PO'd.
I remember the first time I got arrested, I pulled an all-nighter, my first all-nighter.
Yeah.
I think it was 11 or 12. They came knocking on my door. Tawny Quint, the chick I was dating.
Connie Quinn?
Quint.
Oh, was her name Connie?
Tawny.
Oh, Tawny. I thought it was Connie Quinn.
No, yeah, it was Colin Quinn. Wake up, you little chubby fucker. I want you to suck my dick in an alley. No, she was a mulatto chick. I loved her to death, but she wound up fucking my friend Dickie, in front of the rectory, where my grandmother worked. The rectory is where the priests live. He fucked her in the bushes.
Fucked her in the rectory.
He fucked her in the bushes in the front, like
What'd
he was
your
walking.
grandmother do for the rectory?
She worked at the. She took care of the priests. She ironed their clothes, made them lunch.
She cleaned up Dickie's cum.
She'd stitch up altar boys. Work out their settlements legally. As a lawyer.
I hate the visual you just put in my head.
What?
My mother giving butterfly stitches to a little asshole. You'll be all right now. Now, shush is the word.
Yeah,
remember?
just a little sore on your bum. You're gonna be all right.
Now, Father Murphy, listen, he gets a little crazy sometimes, but here's $5. Go get yourself an ice cream.
Butterfly stitches get butterfly kisses.
I remember we were pulling an all-nighter, and you, at like, now an all-nighter isn't a big deal to me, but
I hope not. You're 50. What do you think? You're being rebellious? Dude, I've been up since 6 yesterday.
It does
Fucking cares.
It does go back the other way, though.
Oh.
As you get older, if all-nighter is like a
Oh, no,
motherfucker.
it's harder to do now, but I just thought
Yeah.
it was like as a cool factor.
No,
Like, dude, I stay up all night.
No.
I ignored my kid the whole next day.
No, it is getting harder to do. But when I was 12, staying up all night, you think it's going to be fun, but it's like, oh, come on.
You used to be able to drive all night from gigs. And
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Now it's a lot harder. Yeah.
It's so hard. Yeah, we ripped off a canteen truck. We came across a canteen, like just the middle of the night. We were literally walking around for hours looking for shit to do. But after like 1, 2, it's really lonely on the streets.
Yeah.
And we found this canteen truck and we stole 4 cartons of cigarettes and like Twinkies or some shit. And I don't know how they caught us, but they caught us. And then me and Connie had got back together that night after her fucking Dickie. And then we wound up going to the police station. She ratted us out. She told the cops everything. Said it was my idea, Dickie's idea.
Why?
Because she's a fucking, I don't know, I should have known when she fucked Dickie.
What cops do is they isolate the kids and
Yeah.
they basically tell them
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna be fine.
We
What
know.
happened to me was it was like a big group of us,
Yeah.
and 2 of the kids were brothers, and they brought the brothers in together, and they flipped on everybody.
Yeah, they did the same thing to me the last time I got arrested in Rochester, New York. I was hanging out with like 2 of the toughest kids in that town, and they came into me and they're like, "Did you rob the store?" And I was like, "No, I don't know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about." And like, "Look at me, we'll give you one more shot to tell us the truth. It's gonna help you. If not, you're going away tonight." And I was like, "Nope," because I'm being like, there's a code. He goes, "All right." He opened the door and those 2 dudes were crying. I've never seen them like, it was his idea. And they were just ratting me out. I went to jail that night. They went home. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, I was facing, I want to say 4 years when I was 16 for drugs. I was with a guy and he had a reefer stick.
I really believe them.
And the fuzz wanted me to tell him what he got that reefer stick.
I'm gonna throw up. Yeah,
They're like, where did he get the Mary Jane, son?
Oh, fuck me. That almost made me puke. He had me. He had me, son of a bitch. It is weird though, but you never had any of that trouble, but you still wind up fucked up.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, we're like, what happened to you? Like, what made you get your shit together? Like, if you didn't have any, like, my bottom was, 15 rape jail. I wish.
My bottom was being one.
I love that you punched up his joke. Such a better joke. Rape. What was
me implying that you were being brutally sodomized is fun though.
Yeah.
Your fans will like that.
It's hilarious. I don't understand. What was your bottom though? What happened to you that you were? I never asked you that.
What got me better was I got into a relationship. I married the lady comedy.
Is that what you?
It was a silly little suicide attempt, and then
there you
I
go.
got sober, yeah.
So you tried to whack yourself?
Yeah.
How?
It was all attention.
What did you do?
An emo cutter.
You cut yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, you're an emo cutter?
Yeah, I did a lot, but it's embarrassing now.
Oh, it's
Because you look at them and like those were all show wounds.
Yeah, they were.
I wasn't trying for anything.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that?
No, I tried with. I didn't try, but there's a few times where I looked at what I did that night after being drunk, and I was like, I tried.
Yeah.
Pills.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think this is many years ago. In my very early 20s, 20-30 sleeping pills.
Wow.
With booze, and then just woke up a day and a half later.
You just handled it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's fucking. I've never tried to kill myself, and I've never had the thought. I've never had the I should kill myself. I know what you're thinking now too.
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna say before you say it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Collective sigh of disappointment.
Exactly. Everybody listening's damn it. I don't know what that is.
Not in your makeup.
Huh?
It's not in your makeup.
It's not in my makeup. It's not in my makeup. But you tried to kill yourself, but not really, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, but I didn't want to. I wanted it to happen, but I wasn't ready.
Did you use a razor blade?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you have to go to the hospital?
I did one night, yeah. I had to get stitched.
Oh, you did it more than once?
Oh, yeah.
Were you home?
Yeah.
What'd your parents say?
They knew I was a little drinker. I was an after-school special.
What do you mean?
The after-school specials, the boy who's...
He has one sip of whiskey, and he's throwing the bottle at the wall.
Yeah, I was
I'm deep, man.
I was very violent, but it was all at myself. It was just, it was just crazy.
Were you alone a lot?
No, I mean, I had a lot of friends.
You had a lot of friends.
Yeah, it just brought out the uglier party of the person. You know how it is. I mean, it just brings out the uglier.
Everybody
side.
has a different recipe, though. So, Jim, I remember from years ago listening. You used to get drunk and just piss all over your friend's bathroom.
That was my
on the
friend.
faucets and stuff.
Yeah.
That's piggish behavior.
It is.
Normal drunks don't do that.
I whizzed all over his. I was giggling all over his fucking handles, all over the fucking sink in the mirror.
You did?
Yeah, that's the same guy I put cat shit in his father's newspaper.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Why?
So I wanted his dad to get home after a hard day's work and open the newspaper.
And he did, and he was probably
and have
pissed.
cat shit fall on him. Yeah.
Really?
It's still one of my favorite things I ever did. I'm still very proud of myself.
What happened?
I don't know. I was just
Beat the shit out of the cat.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, I never did any of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, it sounds way better than the shit that I did. I used to get into fights a lot and get beat up a lot. That sucked. I hated getting beat up.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucked, but it was weird because I remember the first time I got really beat up bad by 4 guys and I didn't cry. And I was so proud of myself that I was just blood head to toe. And I was just like, I didn't cry. It was like a milestone for me because all the times before that, I would always wind up crying. And I felt like I finally...
That was your man barrier?
Yeah, it was like Vin Diesel in that movie, 500 fights. And then you're a man. Or then you're a badass.
500 pounds.
Oh, you didn't see that line?
Ugh,
it's one of the fucking greatest, worst lines in any movie. He walks up to the guy.
Oh, yuck.
And he
pounds.
Yeah, for me it's 500. What? That's my weight. I'm going back on the whole 30. Yeah, he walked up. He goes, what is it? 500. The guy goes, 500 what? Because it's stupid.
Yeah.
And he goes, 500 street fights. That's what I figure you have to do before you call yourself a real tough guy.
No one has 500 street fights. No one.
Maybe Tank Abbott.
Tank Abbott.
Because he trained by he would just go to bars and get in fights.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Relationships take work. A lot of us will drop anything to go help someone we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well, but how often do we give ourselves the same treatment? Okay, listen, I've been trying to undo the wreckage of my past. I have a new life. I have a family, and I do not want to pass on the same stuff that was passed on to me. I don't want to give my son and my family the same anxieties, and I don't want them. A lot of this stuff that I go through, I can't do by myself. And the only thing that works for me, is talking to somebody. talking to somebody. And, you know, some things I can't talk to my wife about or a friend about. I need somebody neutral. Somebody where I can say anything and everything, and it stays there. It doesn't affect my personal life. And let me tell you something. BetterHelp. Talking to a real therapist, it works for me. So I'm offering this to you. I'm so glad this company's a sponsor. BetterHelp, I'll tell you, it's online therapy that offers video, phone, even live chat sessions if you want, with your therapist. So you don't have to, you don't have to do any that waiting in a lobby, finding a parking spot, bumping into other people. It's more affordable than in-person therapy too, and you can be matched with therapists within 48 hours. So just listen, give it a try. Why over 2 million people have been using this? I'm telling you, BetterHelp online therapy is the way to go to get healthier mentally. You can go to the gym, you can eat right, you can get your hair, all that's great. But if inside isn't right, healthy, then everything else will fall apart. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. And you know what, dude, listeners, get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/dude. That's BetterHelp.com/dude.
Okay. His UFC, when they had, I loved early UFC.
Yeah.
When I broke my leg, my physical therapist gave me like UFC 1 through 20 to watch.
It's the best.
During when I was doing like rehab on my leg.
Yeah.
And guys would come out and be like, what's your style of fighting? Bar brawling?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they would just get, other than Tank, never really went well.
Did you ever see the guy who fought Hoist Gracie with one boxing glove on?
Yes.
It's one of the fucking greatest things to ever watch.
I love no rules early UFC.
He's got one boxing glove on.
Yeah.
He's a boxer, and he thought he would go in and just KO people with the glove. And these guys have no gloves, which KOs people worse.
Yeah.
Having a 12-ounce, he had a 12-ounce
He just had
Muhammad Ali glove.
a big thing weighing his hand down
Oh,
and making his
that you
punches
can't
softer.
grip with.
He
Yeah.
could, no, you can't grip. And he's fighting Hoist Gracie, like the fucking anaconda. And he just grabs him and just taps out. It's fucking.
Do you remember we met him at?
Yeah.
I forget what UFC that was.
100.
Was it 100?
100. We had Dana's seats up high, and he kept sending.
Reed Harris was bringing people over. To
Reed
us.
Harris. I love Reed.
Rampage Jackson he brought over.
He did he was mean-monging us. He brought Hoist Gracie. I don't have those photos.
I got him.
Can I have them?
I saw a picture today of you and Cormier. Do you have that?
No.
Oh, I'll give it to you. I saw you
Can I have
and
them
me
all?
interviewing Nate Diaz.
We interviewed Nate?
Yeah, me and you interviewed Nate Diaz together. I found a bunch of those photos. Today I was looking through an old hard drive, and it was all these old...
AKA deleting evidence.
You do.
Yeah, once in a while you go back and just make sure.
He called me one time, hey, dude, how do you get rid of a hard drive? I was like, just throw it out. No. Like, for good. Like, how can I get rid of this? I was like, what are you talking about?
I consolidated everything. It's like...
You do that a lot.
I do, yeah, because you want them all on a nice, bigger one. And, there's nothing... There's really nothing scandalous unless you want to see me doing a couple of sexual things.
Oh, you videotape yourself?
A little bit, yeah.
What are you talking? You do?
Yeah, I have. I mean, not often, but a couple times.
Like jerking off?
No, with it getting blown or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never want to.
You got to take them off your phone.
Oh, you do it on your phone?
Yeah, you can't leave it on your fucking phone. It's too, I lose my phone.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time either.
Yeah, me neither, but I'd still have a couple.
Have you ever seen the equalization app for the fake sound app?
What's that?
I don't want to rat anybody out, but somebody who works at a comedy club showed me on his phone. It says audio EQ, and it's a little icon.
Right.
And you click it, and there's treble bass. They each have a number. When you set it to the right number, it's a lock, and it opens up an extra picture and video folder that doesn't go to the rest of your phone.
Wow. But here's the thing. Can I say something? My phone is so embedded in my family now and in my house.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that if you sent me a photo, or a chick sent me a photo of her fucking cunt, and I
way to cool it up.
Sorry,
over hot wet cunt.
Yeah. Or wet cunt. I like cunt, don't you?
Bunch of dudes, you like cunt.
Such a weird word choice. If a girl sends me a photo of her cunt,
Sorry. her vagina. If a girl sends me a photo of her stink wrinkle, and I download it. It immediately goes like
To the
on my
TV.
TV. It goes on. It goes to the Alexa, which I mean, one day I wish I could find this photo. We're looking on the TV and the Alexa's on and it's on the TV and it's doing this rotation and it looks like it looks like from behind a guy with his balls tucked back and his asshole. And Dawn went, Bobby. And Max is literally on his iPad and the TV's right there. And he's just on she goes, Bobby. I go, what? And I went, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, did I fuck a dude? Like, why do I have, but it was just, I took a picture of my tits. It was just my neck and tits that look like a guy's asshole and balls if I do it right.
I wish I didn't know you wanted those photos. I have so many of them.
That was one of the greatest times in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you with Hoist. I got you with a bunch.
Yeah.
There's us interviewing.
That's Nate. He's fucking wow.
Yeah. Oh, you can see it. Yeah.
That's back in the day.
Wait,
that's when you didn't even like. You were going, who's that guy?
Yeah, I didn't know a lot of the fighters.
That's the champion of the world.
I watched, but I didn't know. We had Junior Dos Santos. We met that weekend. He wasn't champ yet.
Christ, now you know fucking 10 times more than me.
Roy Nelson. There's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Frank Mir. It was a whole bunch of guys.
We did Rose's husband.
Pat Barry.
Pat Barry was great.
Yeah,
he was fun.
He was a fight. I think he's the first fighter I interviewed there was Pat Barry. I loved him.
We were in the back room. That was the greatest time in my life and almost one of the worst times in my life because I remember we were in the back. We were being treated so... I've never been treated that amazing. Yeah. The only thing, I guess when I was on a TV show, when I was on that FX show, you got treated like that. But these guys treated Norton so good and I just happened to be with them. So I was getting the same treatment as Norton. It was fucking incredible. And I remember it was the best thing ever and then the worst thing ever. Because I remember we went backstage and Rogan popped out and I was so excited to see Rogan. And remember that? And he came out and he looked at me and he goes, what happened to you?
I don't remember.
I was just like, what happened? But he didn't do it like mean. He did it like concerned.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what are you doing? You fucking... And I was like, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm just trying. Because I had just lost weight. So I felt...
Yeah, you look good in that trip. I remember that trip.
I felt good, but I was still heavy. Here's the problem with being fat when you go up and down. Last time he saw me, I was like 190. I was great. I went way the fuck up. Then I came back down. So to you, I was like, Bobby's doing good. To him, I was like, what the fuck happened?
Did I ever give you a picture with John Jones?
Never.
I got a picture with I got Guida, you with Uriah Faber and Clay Guida.
Oh.
I think I got them to sign it for you.
You've actually promised me this 3 times.
I think I got John to sign your picture. Yeah, no, but I always forget to bring him. I
know. I'm not being a dick about it. I know I'll get him if I really want him.
I'm going to send myself a text.
Okay,
right now, because that's how I remember things.
Okay.
I never feel less like a man than when you meet the UFC guys. They're just built like dude, fucking Michael Bisping's hand is like a toaster with a layer of meat on it.
Yeah.
The first time you like fist bump him, you're like, oh boy. Oh, so I'm sorry, mister.
They're different. They're different people.
There's like leftover like caveman blood or like when you see Lesnar, you're like, oh, that's leftover like Viking.
Remember we were in the back hallway and Lesnar just beat the
mauled Frank Mir.
I mean, it was fucking, and we were literally the guy came and grabbed me and Jim. We jumped over a barrier into the back. Yeah, Reed grabbed us, and we're in the back hallway as these two giants of the sport are walking by after one of the biggest fights in the history of UFC, and we're in the hallway, and I forget what I said. What did I say to Frank?
You said Frank Mir had we said hello to Brock. I think he came through first, and I think when Frank Mir walked through, you went, "Hey, great job, Frank." Yeah. He had just gotten massacred.
But I just felt Norton looking at me. I felt his and I looked over and he went, great job. He just got fucking mauled.
Yeah, and even Reed was like, I don't know what you...
Yeah, why would you do that? Frank's like walking.
He was really... You could see he was just coming out of a tough loss.
Great fucking fight.
Yeah, it was.
When he had a horseshoe and I ripped it out and I took it and stuck it right up
right
like that.
Yeah, and he bashed the sponsor and he apologize.
He goes, forget about Coors. No, Bud Light never gave me shit. Coors Light, woohoo!
That's right.
Brock was great.
They made him apologize too. That was you can't fuck with the sponsors.
No, that was fucking awesome. Yeah. What a great time.
Yeah, and you're the first one. We met John Jones, and you're like, he's gonna be the champion someday.
I know.
He was not. He was ranked, but he wasn't.
No, he was brand new.
Yeah,
brand new, youngest.
That guy's gonna be the champ.
So good. That was the fucking best. You ever go to a live event?
Not UFC, no.
Oh, they're great, man. They're fun.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, have you been to one since?
Oh yeah, I was at. I've been to quite a few. I was at. It was the fucking Amanda beating Cyborg. I was at that fight. I forget what the main event. I was at Ronda Misha.
You were by Trump at the one?
No, there's a picture of me and Trump. But
You weren't a few. You weren't like
me and Louis
definitely
C.K. went to a boxing match.
Okay, that's what it is.
It was a Gennady Golovkin fight, and Trump sat like literally 3 seats over in front of me, and Chip was yelling at him, "You're gonna be Mr. President!" He was screaming it. Yeah, it was embarrassing.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You like Chip?
Chip is my sun and moon and stars. I've ruined relationships with nonstop chipping.
What do you mean nonstop chipping?
I do it around the house. I've done chip to girls' parents without them knowing what I'm doing because it makes me laugh. Yeah. And they just think I'm an asshole.
What is your chip?
Just fucking, you just fucking do it.
Yeah.
You riff with them.
Yeah.
Makes the fucking humor.
Fuck yeah.
I told Jim this on Natalie Cuomo's podcast. There was I was over at a lady's house. Her husband wasn't home. They were both Opie and Anthony fans. And she asked me for a massage. And it was going good. Like, got the bra off. And I made some joke, and she joked about blowing me. And I just go for it. I take my dick out. And she sees my dick ring, and she goes, I'm going to chip a tooth on that. I go, what's that? And she goes, I am not blowing chippers. And just putting her shirt on angrily.
Makes me happy. I hate him.
Uncle Paul is banned from my bedroom. Because I'll wake up my wife.
Uncle Paul is not allowed at my house.
I literally just found I did 4 shows for Vice, 4 episodes.
Oh God!
And we did I do. In
I hope
4
it never
episodes,
comes
I
out.
did 2 Uncle Paul sketches, and they were like, "This is too much. It's not funny." And so the second one, they never let me air. I just today found the raw footage of that shoot, which was all those scenes I did. Marina Franklin was in it. You were in it. It was
Dude,
very funny.
Will you please? I'm going to try to find this photo. Will you please tell them what my role was in this thing?
Bob was dressed like he was dressed like a giant infant, and he was supposed to be like an undercover cop.
Oh, like this thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was holding a little rattle.
Yeah, but I was, what was I, Baby Vice?
Yeah, I think so. You were very funny.
But we were in public. They didn't tell the neighbors, like the neighborhood, what we were doing, and we were just out. I was dressed in a diaper trying to find this fucking thing.
Yeah, I have it at home if you don't know where, because I just found this stuff today. It's funny. Because I'm going through my closet, consolidating stuff. I bought like an 18 terabyte hard, just to get, so you can take 10 things, throw them out, and put them on fucking 1.
Yeah, we know how to get rid of fucking
That's right.
illegal porn.
I don't have any illegal porn.
I
Why did I give you a literal answer on that?
I don't know.
What a fucking asshole.
I have no idea.
I don't have any.
I can't find it. It's me in a diaper. It's me in a diaper.
It's very funny.
But I had to arrest him. He tried to suck him. So he's trying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in a diaper with a bonnet and a fucking, I got a little pacifier, and I'm arresting him dressed as Uncle Paul. And every time I try to go put the cuffs on, now people are walking by on the street in Brooklyn, and he's trying to suck my dick, a baby dick. So he's trying to blow a giant baby as I'm trying to arrest him. I'm like, get up there. And we're improv. We're improvising this whole scene. It was fucking crazy.
It was really funny, though.
I was funny, but I left,
funny.
and John was like, "How was it?" I was like, I don't think they can air this.
They didn't.
This is pedophilia. This is a guy.
No, you were an adult. It was just tasteless.
But you didn't know that. You thought I was a baby.
But that was the joke of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The joke was there's a guy trying to suck babies' dicks.
No, it was the guy who thinks this 5'11" guy
Man is a baby.
Yeah.
And wants to suck his baby dick.
Yeah.
I love how you reason this.
Yeah.
It fucking it is hilarious.
Yeah.
That you're like, no, Uncle Paul.
Uncle Paul mistook you
for a baby.
Baby. My first day as a welder. My dad's a welder. I worked for him for a while. My first day.
How are you going to connect this?
It's me, my dad in his truck, and another guy who starts telling us his life story. I don't know if you ever met welders. It's a last-ditch effort job. It's the best job you can get with a criminal record.
Oh, really?
And you meet wild people. Oh. Everyone's got multiple stints in jail. This guy's with us. Kind of look like Voss. And and his name was George. And George starts telling us his life story. He goes, "Oh yeah, it's cool. You get along with your dad. My mom kicked my dad out right after I was born." And we go, "Oh, what happened?" And he goes, "She walked in on him trying to suck my dick." And it's just silence. And then, thank God, me and my dad have the same sense of humor. My dad goes, "How was he?" And then I go, "Best he ever had at that point." And then we just had to hang out with that guy.
Oh, that's really uncomfortable.
That's just the guy we know now.
What a good mom, though.
Yeah.
most moms hang in there for 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We go to
Jesus
therapy.
Christ.
That's kind of unfixable. That's kind of unfixable.
What do you mean?
When you see somebody try to do that with blow a baby,
Yeah, that's
there's no way to
immediate-
fix that.
Yeah, that's execution.
Yeah.
There's
No way
something
to
wrong with
fix
your
it.
brain.
Yeah. It's like the guy from the Lost Prophets who's in jail for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Who's the Lost Prophets?
It's a group, and apparently there's some really bad shit.
I think they had a sting operation where he was talking to some lady that he thought had a newborn.
Yeah, it's just
It was bad.
yeah, it's like you can't wrap your head around it.
Right.
But that's that's not fixable.
Yeah.
My favorite celebrity getting
What?
caught.
I mean, I can't even think about it because I have a
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
I wouldn't because I won't. I just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that weird. It was a girl. Did you ever hear what happened? You remember the band Dope?
No, I don't.
They were like an Ozfesty kind of band. They had a song on the American Psycho soundtrack. One of the members of Dope got caught with an underage girl in a van outside of a mall. And they arrest him and they interview her. And they go, who were you just in that van with? And she goes, he impersonates the guitarist from Dope. He told her he was his own impersonator so that she wouldn't tell her friends
Oh, God.
he was fucking a teenage girl. And part of me wants to go, you know what?
Yeah.
That sounded flawless in my head.
That's
Tip of
genius.
the hat to him. Yeah.
It's genius.
Tip of the hat.
To give up your own celebrity.
I don't know who they
But
are.
it's the one tool.
Yeah.
That's genius. That's fucking
He's
crazy.
an impersonator.
He's impersonating the guy that I really wanted to blow. That's crazy. Yeah, sex is a weird fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
You had problems when you were a kid. I did too. We all had fucking
Problems. I was a little motor mouth.
You had solutions.
Yeah, you bet I did. I had skills.
You did too.
I was
right?
just downstairs talking about having my mouth pissed in when I was a kid.
No, I don't think I have any child sexual stuff.
Nothing.
No, I was telling Jim this morning.
Yes.
I was in a very I was in the opposite. Like, sex is not to be discussed. I was telling Jim this morning, I've never had the talk with
right.
any of that shit.
They never. So that was probably why you went nuts when you could.
Yeah, I was telling Jim this morning that my mom used to call masturbating that thing you're not supposed to do.
Right.
Every time she left the house. And don't do that thing you're not supposed to.
And my wife says the same thing to me. But she's talking about
Eating.
sex. Eating shit. I'm sorry. That was a good one. That was way better. Yeah, I like piss, but I don't think I could have a. I jerked off to a piss video once. I kind of did it for me once.
Good for you.
But it was a mutual thing. Like she came out. I don't know why this got me off because it never really does. She came out and he was cleaning the bathroom. He was the bathroom attendant.
Sure.
And she was like, "What the fuck? The sink doesn't work." She was French too, and she was in a little skirt, like she was a businesswoman. And she's like, "You fucking idiot!" And fix the sink. And then she was like, "Oh, you want me to fucking? What do you want me to pee?" And she goes, "Fuck it." And she just, he gets pissed, and she goes, "Fuck, really?" And then kind of pushes her down and just pisses on her. And she's like, "What are you doing? This shirt is expensive. This is, you know how much this shirt cost?" And she's like, and then she gets up and goes, "Motherfucker, you want to do that?" And she just rips her nylons open and pisses on his face.
Ripping the nylons is the hottest part.
Man, I think that's might have what got me. I was like, "Wow, this is kind of weird hot." But I've never got into anything after that. I've tried to look at other things, and it literally made me go, "Ugh."
I had an
used-
experience that ruined squirting. I was double teaming a girl with my friend, and this gal knew her business, and she saw the PA, and she goes, "I know that's good for reverse cowgirl, and I can find my G spot with that." And it's me and my buddy fucking her in my college dorm room, and it was just a shitty mattress with no sheet on it. Yeah. And she is on top of me, and she goes, "I'm gonna squirt," and I go, "Cool," and then it just hit the wall. It was a direct shot down the wall. And filled the bed.
Looked like coffee grinds.
It filled the bed, and I just remember like, oh my God, I'm gonna puke, I'm gonna puke, I'm gonna puke. It was like viscous, and I just fucking plop her off me, pull my pants on, and I walk into the living room, and my friend Stefan sitting on the couch, and he goes, "Why are your socks wet?" And then my room stunk for weeks. I couldn't. Windows open, door open, fan.
bad.
There was something about it.
Yeah.
That just really, it like soaked into the mattress or something.
Yeah.
Should have got some and brined a brisket in it.
It was just bad news.
Yeah.
I used to rent videos they called the Texas Tinkler series. She was the Texas Tinkler. And there's a bunch of videos I would get, and she would just go around tinkling in her pants and in parking lots.
I mean,
Loved it.
there's something about it.
Yeah.
You know, once you get bored with what you like, then you kind of move on. And that for a second that did it for me, but I've never been into that. I couldn't imagine.
I'm not at this point. Like, you just outgrow it. And again, I'm 53, so you mellow. And you're just like, I got to experience a lot of fun stuff, but most of it is just for the sake of doing something different. And then you get older and you're like, it just doesn't hold the same. Mm-hmm. Again, you lose some of your drive. It's just part of getting older.
Yeah, it is. It's weird. I don't masturbate as much as I used to because it's like, I'd rather take a nap.
Yeah.
You know, and if I do this, I'm gonna be here edging for 20 minutes, and then once I do it, then I gotta get up and clean up, and then and I want to take a nap, and it's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm overweight. Being overweight has fucking killed.
It's fucking with my teeth so bad.
Yeah, dude, it's killing my.
Ever since I got really heavy, it's my fucking. I have nothing.
Me neither, man. Me neither.
So what do you do? Does your wife want to? Or does your girl want to like fucking?
Thank you, Blue Chew.
Oh yeah.
I'm afraid to take it though because I'm older and I don't want to have a heart attack.
I don't think you would, but just do a little cardio for a few days. Make sure you can hold up on a treadmill for a half hour. Just walk.
Yeah.
Blue Chew is not that. Take a half. I take a half of one.
Where do you get them? Anywhere?
You can order them.
BlueChew.com.
BlueChew.com. Yeah.
I gotta get something because
get Cialis. Cialis is my favorite.
I'm afraid that I took Viagra in Brazil and I remember my head was gonna pop off. I felt like my head.
We were doing 100 milligram Viagra's, then going to the brothels.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You do like a fucking a Cialis. You take a half a pill. You take a half of a Blue Chew.
Yeah, I got to do something because the now that this heavy, it's killed it. It's just killed it. I got nothing. My pecker, it's like ugh.
Yeah, it's like it's a hard on, but is it?
Yeah, it's like you would have to wrap rope around my nuts and pull it.
It's a mealy dick. A mealy dick. Yeah, I know.
I hate being fat.
I have to leave it a minute. Because the reason I have to go is because my apartment's being like I have fucking mold, so I can't eat at home. My living room is completely.
How'd you get mold?
Those shit windows that leaked for a long time.
Funny pissing on my.
Those are called glass coffee tables, Jim.
And so they finally fixed my windows, but then they came in and did a little bit of testing with slides.
Yeah.
So they pulled some up today. I saw it. It's just black, like. So they cut the bottom of the walls out. So I can't, and my whole kitchen area, my living room is just completely not usable. So I have to eat in this out, and the place closes at 9:30.
All right, baby. Listen, Jimmy, I love you. We got a couple.
Guys. Thanks,
I have
man.
a question really
Sure.
quick. Can I ask you questions? Because the fans.
Is that
had
the
some
Nicole
questions.
that's been texting me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get back to you.
That's the producer. She's awesome.
Okay. Hi, Nicole.
This is from Lou. Jim's a great writer. Does he plan on writing any more articles or books?
Yes, I am definitely doing another book about to update what's been happening the last few years in my life, but not yet. But yeah, I'm absolutely writing another book.
And how did you become third mic from Corey? Wants to know how you became third mic on. I think I know.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay brought you.
Dice brought me in Opie and Anthony, and I just kept going in, and I was doing well. And then we got arrested. Me and Lewis Black spent the night in jail, and Opie said, "Hey man, anytime you want to come, you got carte blanche." So I did.
Every day.
Yep. Not every day at first, but then he got me hired.
He got you the money.
Opie got me the money. Yeah, and Anthony didn't care if I was there or not. Like we were friendly, but not tight.
So you owe Opie.
Yeah, I've always said that. I've told the same story for many years. Yeah.
All right, we'll ask some more questions next time you come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had.
That's
to.
all right. It happens. You got to take off. I love you, buddy.
All right, I love you too.
Will you come back on in a couple weeks?
Yeah. I just this was the one night because this whole week I don't.
I want to have you on with Voss.
Okay.
Because I want to
say to Zach.
Huh? No, you know why? Because I want you to be here for the watch.
Oh God, yeah.
For the watch court.
I want to be a part of that.
Do you want to be the judge or do you want to be on Voss's lawyer?
I mean, Jesus, I don't know. That's a tough guy
to represent.
He literally might be too stupid to assist in his own defense.
I mean, you could plea incompetence.
Motherfucker. He stinks.
Yeah, he's supposed to watch with a K.
All right, buddy. Jim Norton, everybody. Check
Bye,
him
guys.
out.
I hate to leave on that awful watch joke.
It was all right.
It's
with
not,
a K.
it's terrible, but I just that's the best you're getting. All right.
You have any more live chip appearances?
No, I want to book another live
Cena.
chip.
All right.
But I've been so busy doing stand up again. It's like I'll get one eventually.
Yeah.
But eventually we'll do it. I just haven't been inclined to book.
I hope you don't.
Yeah, I will.
I hope you don't.
Huh?
And don't. What is that? Milady?
Yeah.
It's one of the fucking most aggravating things ever. And when my son did it to my wife one day.
Did he say milady?
He went, milady. Going into the house, I almost slapped him. The first time I would ever hit Max in my life. Milady. It fucking infuriated me. I literally had a ball in my throat.
Did I ever get? Yeah, we understand. Did I ever get you a shirt?
No.
Oh, I'm going to.
Thank
Just
you.
Text me your size. I'm sorry,
Thank
man.
you.
I said I was going to.
It's
and,
the biggest one you got.
Yeah. I'll see what we can do.
What is this? What is this? A Super Bowl?
Yeah. just go to your guy. Go send me the biggest one.
Yeah. How many X's can you put on that?
Can you take 2 triples and put them together?
I'll see you guys.
Bye, buddy. Love
Great
you,
seeing you,
Jimmy.
pal.
We got some questions. We have some questions for Zach.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no, they're gonna ask him. Well, Jimmy came on yesterday, but he had to bail. Something came up with his house, and he had a dinner appointment that he had to bail on. But I'm glad that he came up for a couple minutes. But anyways, yeah, dude, you're talking about being fat. I'm so petrified now. This is how bad it is being fat for me now. Is that everything that happens to me, I'm gonna die. And every time something happens and I'm going to die, I fucking look at my kid and I start crying. Because I'm like, wow, I finally broke the chain of bullshit in my life. And my kid has a dad he has like a mom and dad that's awesome. And I'm going to fucking take a hit because dummy couldn't stop eating fucking dumplings. And I got cancer from Doritos, whatever the fuck it is. I had to go to the doctor today because I have something wrong with my back. And I'm like, it's not going away. It's like I went to massage therapy. I went to chiropractors. Chiropractors are fucking... The place I went to was a fucking nightmare, too. What a horse shit. Lying. They made me and my wife come in and watch a video. It was like fucking being introduced to like Scientology.
Like a cult.
It was so weird. It's like, dude, I'm just hurting. Can you fix my shit or not?
Pop thing? Can you take the hammer thing that I watch on YouTube?
No hammer
No
thing.
chisel thing?
Yeah, I want to see that guy.
Yeah.
That fucking kind of in shape guy.
The guy that like pulls on wrestlers' necks.
Yeah.
And they go, ah, and then it goes crack.
Yes.
That's what I want.
I want that guy. The guy he was wearing like one of those nurse shirts that's too tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want him.
V-neck scrubs on.
Yeah, and he kind of says lift your arm up, and you can't. By the end, the guy's fucking. Yeah, that's the guy.
And Diamond Dallas Page can reach all the way in the air. Yes.
I wish I thought his fucking DDP yoga did, but apparently that doesn't work. He's gonna go see this guy. So, yeah, I want to see that guy. No, I got the other guy. He did crack 3 times on the back, side, neck, and you okay? See you later, dude. That's like $60, man. I'm not Chappelle. I ain't got that money to be, he's like 7. They sat us in 70 visits. Why don't you do around 70 visits for the first week? I don't have I can't come here 4 days a week.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And they were double charging my insurance. Once they found out I had like good insurance, they were double charging it. One for the adjustment and the other one was for rehab, but there's no rehab. They were like, they put those electrodes on your back.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it down the street for $60. Dr. Ho. Dr. Ho comes in a box. You put it on your back. You push the button. Zzz, 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 that's it.
I have the gun. That works good.
You have a
massage gun?
I have a gun too. Yeah.
I like that. I bought have you seen it's like a hump and you can adjust it for how high it is and you lay across it?
No.
It's Facebook advertised it to me and I'm a sucker for shit like that.
Me too.
But it's so it's a flat board and then a hump that you put in it, and it's got 3 heights, and you lay across it and stretch your back out, and it was working for me because I only found out recently when your back cracks like that pop, that's air coming out that was stuck.
What?
That's not supposed to be in there. Like when
Really?
you pop your back, that's air that's not supposed to be in between those joints.
The cracking sound?
So the first time I did it, I laid on this thing and it just went. Brrr. It was like 20 pops. I was like, oh, I bet this is gonna fix things. And I laid on it for like 20 minutes, and then I couldn't walk for a week.
Wow.
It fucked me up massively.
So you
Turns out a $25 thing from China that was advertised to me on Facebook for complaining about back pain.
I got one of those rolling balls. What are those?
Us. No, the gun is great.
You little fucking skinny Nicky laughing.
The gun is great. The gun will really.
I have the gun, but I have the what's the rolling Nick? What's the ball called? It's like a the pin, the rolling thing.
I'll look it up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't you were an athlete or some shit?
What, like a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball?
No, you kind of roll like the roll. You roll on it.
Oh, a foam roller?
Yeah, foam roller. I have a foam roller. That actually worked pretty good. But dude, I had to go. I mean, it's my back in the middle of it is so like it feels like someone's grabbing my spine. When I arch my back, it hurts, and I'm like I'm dying.
I feel like somebody. I when my back hurts, I feel like somebody's got my lower spine in their fist and is directing me which way to go.
Ugh. Yeah, this thing. So I'm at the
Did
bar.
you play sports growing up?
Yeah.
I wrestled, and I'm convinced that like, oh, you just wrecked your body for the entertainment of dads.
But someone said to me, I forget what some old dude I know, a friend of mine. He's like, dude, you're just fat. And I was like, what? He goes, dude, lose weight.
Oh no, I'm sure for me that's 80% of it.
For me too. I'm too fat.
But then it's so hard to fucking get up and do shit because I'm in pain all the fucking time.
I think I want to go get the surgery.
Yeah?
Yeah. Want to go together?
Desperately, yeah, I would.
Do you have insurance?
No.
Does Gas Digital give you insurance?
But I think I could finagle it.
How?
I think I could ask somebody.
Your wife?
No.
Lewis?
No.
Lewis would give you insurance?
No. I think I could figure it out.
Okay.
I think if I really put together
I got a number. I have a friend of mine who did I love him. He's a great guy. And he did my belly button surgery, and he does this operation. He does the sleeve, that's called. And that's the best one. That's the safest one. That's when everybody's losing the weight, and Lisa Lampanelli and all these people did this fucking thing, right? And but each hospital is different. His hospital you have to go to a nutritionist. You have to lose around 30 pounds. It's 6 months. It takes around 6 months to do it. And then if you follow all these guidelines, then they'll do the surgery. I don't want that.
You just want it done.
Then this other guy who I talked to just will do it. He'll do it next week. That's the guy I want. But then I'm like, if I do that, am I going to die? You know? I know a lot of people who got it and it changed their life.
I know somebody that got it and then they still died.
What?
But he died of cirrhosis. So he stopped eating but wouldn't stop drinking, and it fucked him up.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's also because he was drinking the same amount, but now he wasn't getting calories. Because it took him.
Do I know that person?
No, he was somebody I grew up around.
I'm just afraid. I don't know, dude. I just don't know. I really, I was you on Facebook, and it's somebody, and you can do it, and just be your own leader. You have to fucking pretend you're the, and I'm like, I don't got it. I'm not that person.
Like, and I know I got to do it. I know I got to put the work in. I know I get back in the gym, but I'll get people that leave me comments like, "You're fat because you're lazy." It's like, motherfucker, do you know my day? I got up at 6 to the gym and Sam, 2 shows, meeting. Went to go home. You called me, came to do a spot, came here.
Yep.
I've fucking been going since 6 a.m. today.
Yeah.
It's nighttime now. I got to go home and sleep so I don't fucking die.
Yeah,
people go, you're lazy. You got to take time to go to the gym. I'm I have fucking 5 things I'm doing today.
Me too, dude. I wake up at 7:30.
And you got a fucking kid you got to take care of.
I do the kid shit, but I understand. Like, it just sucks. I don't really fuck with the comment. I read one the other day. It's just fucking It's always some guy who's private.
Yeah,
it's fucking, and it sucks because I would love to talk to these people. You know what I mean? Like, but they're fake. They're cowardly.
I have a few times.
You have.
I've gone out of my way. I would say 50% of the time I was trying to be funny.
Yeah.
You know what I get a lot of?
What?
I'm so sorry. I was drunk.
I think it's a comedian.
Do you think it's a comic?
Yeah.
That's just trying to destroy us?
No, I think it's just a comic who's just a coward.
troll?
Or it's either a comic or somebody in this who's just a coward. They can't, you know what I mean? That, they can't say shit. Whatever. They just can't. They don't have the balls. They're just like that little slimy.
There's a British guy who hates me from something I fucking.
That sucks,
said to
but
him.
it's international.
But
Fucking-
it's so funny because he'll make new profiles.
Yeah.
But then he'll call me bruv, BRUV. I'll be like, I know it's you, fucker.
Yeah, I have a guy that does that too. He makes new profiles all the time, and it's always the same people that it's like 160 people you follow, and 100 something people follow you, and you got fucking three posts, and it's some stupid. There's nothing, or it's private. It's
Yeah, I get those, and then like what I would call like the outskirts of, because Gas Digital kind of has the same like Compound Media fans. It's people that hate me are dudes whose profile picture is them wearing sunglasses in the driver's seat of their truck. The kind of guy that's like hip hop at the Super Bowl halftime show.
You're right.
I'm not watching this year. Those guys fucking hate me.
All right. Why?
Because I look like this.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
you should be one
smarmy.
of them, but you're not.
I'm smarmy.
Yeah, you're them. You're like a mixture of 4 different groups.
Yeah, I'm them, but I found Patton Oswalt when I was 12,
Yeah.
and this happened.
Yeah, you're a bunch of you stink because you didn't pick a side.
Yeah.
You took all sides. You really believe in the rainbow.
Depending on who's talking to me, I am an alt-right Nazi or a SJW leftist communist.
Yeah, you really are.
And I have that Facebook. I told you my neighborhood's all Arab. The last time we talked. Where I live, it's almost all Arab.
Oh yeah.
But my building has some holdouts from back in the day, so I'll have like old Irish guys. I am 3 polite hellos from any old Irish guy in my building before they take me aside and go, "It's great to see a fucking white guy in the building. This block used to be all bars, all Irish.
Yeah.
And then the Muzzies started moving in about 15 years.
They call them Muzzies?
Yeah. The Arabs.
The Muzzies. I like the Muzzies.
But I'm about 3 polite hellos from any white guy in my building because I just got the face.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. I love it, though. I love it. I think you're fucking magical. When I see you, dude, I'm like, dude, look at this fucking guy. How do you not like him?
I'm fun.
You're fun. You're a fun guy. Plus, you could kick some ass. I like that. You could fight. You're a wrestler. You used to wrestle.
I mean,
I wouldn't fuck with you.
I'm
I do
so
not
out of
want to get
shape.
my ass kicked by you.
I'm so out
The
of
last
shape.
thing I want to do is see you over me.
I'm
going
so
down.
fucking out
Don't
of
do
shape.
that again.
I'm so fucking out of shape.
Yeah, me
I would
too.
my only strategy at this point would be to go for a guillotine. I did front headlock and just pray to God I choke you out before I have a heart attack.
I'd have to. I'm gonna sucker punch you at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, dude, I don't want any problems. And as soon as you turn your fucking back, I'm gonna hit you with something in the back of the head, and then punch you in your face.
I got hit with a belt buckle
When?
from behind on the subway years ago. I may have been in a dress going to an event. And this kid walked by me talking shit. And I was like, go fuck yourself, And I did not know. He took his belt off. He had a big belt buckle on. And he wrapped it around his fist. And he sucker punched me in the eye from behind.
How in the eye from behind?
He went around.
Oh, around your face.
And my glasses exploded. So now I can't see. I don't know what happened. And I show up, and just this entire side of my face was closed for about 2 weeks.
What a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, he got me good. That was on the platform of the F train at 9th Street.
Jesus.
And then he ran, too, the motherfucker. He sucker punched me and ran.
Pussy.
That was a bad one, though. That'll fuck your day up.
That just sucks.
Belt buckle right in the face?
Yeah. That's terrible. Just getting a punch for what? You're wearing a dress. Who gives a? You're in New York City.
Yeah, get used to it.
If you're in Tennessee, I can understand maybe being a little, what the fuck you doing to my kids?
Yeah.
But you're in New York City, asshole. What a piece of shit. Coward. Fucking coward. I'm scared of
I
New
think
York.
it's the last time I got hit, though. I don't think. I almost got in a fight a few years ago, and a guy took out a badge and tried to pretend he was a cop.
I did that once.
And I just walked away.
I did that with a crazy Asian woman.
Yeah?
I had a little, those little badges that the cops give you, the gold badges?
Yeah.
You have the PBA card, but then if you really do something good, they'll give you the little badge.
Yeah.
And, and I was sitting on the stoop up here, right up the street on 9th and 6th. It was a beautiful day, and this kind of nice-looking Asian lady, girl, I would say 20s, was just fucking motherfucker, like talking to herself, going, fucking, who the fuck is? And I was just like, what the? Because she was hot. And I looked over at her, and that's the one thing, I don't look at crazies.
Yeah, you must have made eye contact.
You can't make eye contact. Once you make eye, they're looking to lock in with somebody. And she got me. She went, what the fuck are you looking at? And I just turned away. She went, you. And she wasn't letting you. What the fuck did you say to me? And I went, I didn't say nothing. I was literally on the phone with my agent. And I'm like, dude, this is fucking lady. Who the fuck are you? And she started, I'll fucking kill you right now. You fucking asshole. I'll fucking kill you. What'd you say to me? What'd you call me? And now people see an Asian woman flipping out, yelling at a guy like me, what did you call me? Whose side?
Obviously, yeah.
They're immediately taking her side. So I had
with me on the subway, a lady pushed me on the subway stairs, and she got me in on day. And I went, all right, so there's no more rules. We don't live in a fucking society. We can't walk in a goddamn line. And she just started screaming like I raped her. And I went, okay, have a good day.
Yeah. Dude, I had a wallet that looked like $100 bill with the badge in it, and I flipped it open. I go, back up. She did. She went, I'll fucking kill you. I flipped my badge up, but the badge is only this big. And she's going, I'll fucking kill you. I ran. I just started running. I was just running across the street. I was with my phone. I was like, dude, this lady almost tried to kill me. Scary shit, man.
Do you have the Citizen app on your phone?
What's that?
That's fucking my life up.
What is it?
It's it tells you crimes within feet of you.
Oh God.
So like the other night, my wife's like, stabbing where 75 feet away. And I'm like, you want to look out the window? Or trash can, because during the protests, we were getting them like, it'll give you updates within certain amount of feet. And like
if
now,
you saw it before it happened,
yeah.
Your app was actually magical.
But now we'll get ones that are like, oh, that was in the building. Because I moved a few years ago. Did I tell you about the gun? Somebody hit a fucking gun. So I used to live in a real shithole.
Right.
And I loved it. I wouldn't leave. I had like a sweetheart deal.
Yeah.
And it was a 2-bedroom for like $1,500. I wouldn't leave.
That's so funny. That's a sweetheart deal.
For me, it was.
Okay, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no. I know. But for me, it was great.
Right.
It was just perfect for my budget at the time.
Right.
I could rent out the other room if I needed to. And I had a fucking Verizon box next to my door that did everybody, for everybody's Verizon.
Right.
And one night I'm on the way home and my wife calls me. She goes, all right, because she knows I have anxiety. She knows cops freak me out. She goes, don't freak out. When you come home, there's going to be some police outside the door. And I thought she meant to the building. I get there. She meant my door doing prints on everything. Somebody stashed a loaded gun next to my door in the Verizon box.
Right.
And I was like, hey, we're moving. That's the one. Because there was a drug dealer that was hanging out in my stairwell, like outside of my door. And I basically, and it was a couple, they were kids. And I went out.
I'm so glad that they were kids.
They were teenagers.
Yeah.
And I went out.
The worst kind.
I went, listen, guys.
That's like a baby fucking cottonmouth.
Yeah.
They don't know how much venom to give.
But I went and talked to them. I was like, hey, guys, listen, at a certain time, you just got to take it somewhere, like go down. And then I bought drugs from them.
You bought from them.
I bought weed from them. And I was like, hey, but listen, guys, just do me a favor. And they
You're
were
such
reasonable.
a great counselor.
They were reasonable. Because my old method before weed was legal, when it was harder to get, I had the foolproof tactic. Find a guy with face tattoos. Yeah. Go, hi, are you a tattoo artist? And if he says no, go, I would like to buy some drugs now.
Right, yeah.
Flawless system.
It's great.
And so I always had people in the building.
And now you had 50-year-old killers.
Now, and I would meet, just Mexicans with face tattoos. And I would go, hello, are you a tattoo artist?
Yeah.
And I had these kids and they were great. But then I think somebody moved in on their shit. And somebody called the cops on them. And they ran through my building, put the gun in my door to come back for it. And then the cops took it. And the cops talked to us. Right. And they're like, yeah, here's a number. this is what the guy looked like. And I'm like, you think I'm calling? Like, no, he's coming to look for his loaded gun. Are you nuts? He's going to know it was me.
Yeah.
He put it in my door.
And it's gone.
And it's gone now. And I don't have it.
Why don't your wife just take it and
She
keep
didn't
it
know.
for him?
She didn't know.
If I found a loaded gun, I would keep it.
She didn't know it was in there.
I would keep it.
The cops saw him on the security camera stash.
You could You could literally kill somebody if you have a loaded gun that is not yours. You could kill somebody and then just throw it out, and it's not yours.
I don't know.
It would go back to them.
New York gun laws are so fucking scary.
I'm pretty
If
sure
you
that
have
gun didn't have fucking numbers.
Yeah, but if you have a gun on you in New York,
yeah,
that's and without a license, without anything.
Yeah, I'm being
there's
sarcastic
like a crazy
about murdering
minimum.
people,
There's
by
a
the way.
crazy minimum.
Before you think I want to murder
no,
people.
I know, but I mean, even just to have it.
Yeah.
There's I think there's a mandatory minimum of 5 or 10 years.
No, dude, you can't get a handgun in New York City.
No,
you can't.
No, I've been.
You can't. You have to be. You have to be. You have to. In Manhattan, you can't.
Yeah.
But even in Westchester, you have to wait 6 months, and you have to have a certain, like, you have to have money on you, or you have to something like that.
When you
carry a certain amount
started
of
getting
money.
older, did you start having things to protect the house?
I have a shotgun.
Okay, I like that.
I got a shotgun. I am going to get my handgun. I live in New Hampshire now.
Yeah.
I have a residence up there, so now I can carry up there. New Hampshire, you can just fucking go buy a handgun.
Well,
I can't wait to get up there.
For some reason, I hit like 32, 33.
Yeah.
Married, started really caring.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a knife in every room.
Oh, I have my shotgun in my
belt
room,
knives.
and it's all ready to fucking go. It's
I
loaded.
have a fucking. Did you ever see the Talon knives that are like
Yeah.
curved like that? You hold backwards. Like
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter had.
Yeah.
I got that in my bedside drawer next to it. By the way, if somebody's in my bedroom already, it's done. I'm not getting the knife, but I need to have it there for my.
Oh, if someone's in my bedroom, I just reach over and grab the shotgun, and it's loaded.
Oh, I would.
I always leave it loaded, and I have bushcraft knives in every room of my house, which is a full tang knife that just goes into people. There's no flipping it out. It just penetrates people.
My brother-in-law's a cop, and we were talking to him about my knives, and my wife's like, yeah, he needs a knife in every room. I just don't understand it. He has this thing about protecting the house now. Yeah. And my brother-in-law turns to me and goes, there's bullets hidden in every room in this house.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes, he just starts, he had multiples, from any vantage point, he had bullets at hand.
Yeah, man, fuck it. All right, listen, we got to wrap it up. We're going into the overtime. Will you stay with me?
Yeah, of course, bud.
We got questions for Zac.
Yeah.
We do.
I texted him to you.
What are you?
What? We're gonna go to the overtime. I want to thank Jim Norton for coming on YKWD. Always an interesting dude. I love him so much. And Zac, you're one of my favorites, dude. I really am glad you've been on. I don't know why we never hooked up. I think it's because you were at Lewis.
Yeah.
And you had I don't know, but me and Lewis are best friends. Like, even though we fought all the time, I've loved that kid like a son. Like, people think that we don't like each other or something.
Is that why you stopped calling him?
I call him all the time.
I meant his dad.
Oh, his dad is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's weird. But I'm glad you're coming on. I'm glad we're hanging out and doing shit together. And great job tonight. Make sure you go to comicwearables.com, use code word ladybugs, and subscribe, like, there it is right there. Use code word ladybug, get yourself some YKWD stuff. Here it comes. She's going to click the YKWD button. Fuck Dan Soda. He's got enough. All that shit right there. YKWD. There's the Skankfest YKWD, which happens to be what everybody loves. And also go to subscribe on the YouTube channel. We got a lot of new subscribers last month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. Fucking. So welcome to the YouTube channel.
Can I plug my
yeah,
pods real
you're
quick?
plugging everything. I'm letting you plug last. You want to plug now? You can plug.
No, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead. I think just my dates. Go to robertkellylive.com. Poughkeepsie's coming. I rescheduled that. Buy some tickets. And we got Tampa, the Calta Cruise, which I'm very excited about. We're going with the boys. And then me, Jay Okerson, Ari Shafir are going to be in Summit City. And then we're going to be at Grand Rapids. And then Detroit. We're doing a fucking little tour, a little run of shows, just to have some fun together. It's going to be I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to have shows with those fucking assholes. And then me and Luis Gomez and the legend, Rich Voss, are at Niagara Falls at Seneca Casino. I got a lot of great shows coming up with a lot of great friends of mine, very funny people. RobertKellyLive.com for all that. And Zach, what do you got? Zac Amico?
Instagram. Zach is not funny. I got 3 podcasts. Real Ass Podcast with Louis J. Gomez, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Bye Guys with Ian Finance, Thursdays. And my horror movie watch-along podcast, Zac Amico's Midnight Spook Show, Fridays at midnight. My new movie, #Shakespeare Shitstorm, will have just screened in Philly on Friday if you're listening to it on YouTube. But we have a week-long theatrical run starting April the 8th at the Museum of Moving Image here in New York City. And I have a new cartoon that's up on YouTube for free as well as Gas Digital called Foolishly Ghoulish. That's my version of Tales from the Crypt.
That's
and
great.
I'm really, really excited about it. I have 8 episodes coming out, and I'm really, really proud of it.
And we're going to go to the YouTube. We're going to the Patreon right now. So we're going to do stuff over there. We're going to be talking about rapper T.I. We're going to be talking about Bob Saget. We're going to be talking about some more shit with Zach and his fucking freaky ways. And then we're going to be taking questions. So you want to go over there, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Become a member. Price of a cup of fucking coffee, maybe 2, or a caramel macchiato. But head over there, and all you people over there, we'll go in there. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And there we go. You know what, dude?
Stick around. It's not over yet. This episode of YKWD is continuing now, exclusively on patreon.com/Robert Kelly. See you there.
2 pieces of bubble gum, and I ate the bubble gum.
When I go on the road, if they give you a room with 2 beds,
Yeah.
one bed is for sleeping, the other bed is for 2 things. Drying off when you get out of the shower, you just roll on the bed like an animal.
Yeah, that's good.
And then if I'm eating buffalo wings or anything like that, I just sit in the bed and use the comforter.
Oh,
Because fuck it, that's some Mexican lady's problem.
oh my God.
We were on the
You
road the
fucking
other week.
racist.
I went there. People were going out to party. Lewis was like going out with a bunch of people to a bar. I went back to the room and ordered Cracker Barrel by myself. Do you know how sad that
It's
is?
sad. That's because they close at like 10.
Yeah. I went home early because I knew what time they were closing because I looked it up.
Dude, I've done it. I've done it. And I sit on the bed too. I have a king bed, but I use it. I'll come out of the
Yeah.
shower because you can't get the crevices.
No, you got to like move shit, but you lay on the bed and you just roll
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Dude, I'm in Philly all week. I've already looked at what the Wawa menu has become
Oh,
because I know that's happening.
Shit, dude. We got to do something.
Let's work on it, buddy.
We got to do it.
By the way, there's a clip of us saying this 5 years ago.
We're not going to do it.
There's a clip of
We're
us
gonna
5.
get-
It's me, you, and like 3 other fat guys.
Oh,
I
no.
think Sean Donnelly.
Sean did it.
Sean did it.
Sean did it.
And then another guy who's a big guy, and we make a pact
Yeah.
that we're all gonna. Then we're gonna check in on each other, and we're gonna be back in a month and see how much weight we lost.
There's no fat loyalty, dude.
Nope.
Sean did it, didn't even tell us.
No.
He just intermittent fast, lost the weight, and now looks down on us. Fucking A. I'm going to do the less titty. You know what we should do with me? We'll do the less titty challenge. Me and you will do it together.
Okay.
5 days a week.
Okay. What's
do,
that?
We do, rubber bands?
Uh-huh.
We get the rubber bands.
The resistance bands.
Resistance bands. We go on my Instagram, right? Live, and we do a 25-minute workout.
Okay.
And I did it last time. I did it with everybody, even Lewis. Like I did Ari, and everybody did it. But me and you will do it for a 30-day less titty challenge.
Okay.
We'll get the bands. I'll buy the bands for you.
Thank you.
And then what time do you wake up?
I do Real Ass Podcast at 11 a.m. So I'll get up. I'll get up and do it with you if you want.
We do it at 9:30 to 10.
I can swing that.
All right, we're gonna pick the date. Me and Zach, 30-day less titty challenge.
You got it, man.
And we'll get people. We'll get. I'll do it. I had like a fucking few hundred fat people doing it with me last time. We had all these fat people doing it. Some of them stayed thin, which bugs me. It makes me so mad that my thing helped them and not me.
Yeah, I'm in, man. I would love that.
All right, we'll make it happen. Me and you, Zac Amico, and Bob Kelly.
If this doesn't happen in the next few weeks, people tweet us and make sure that we hold.
Yeah, shame us.
Hold us to it.
Yeah, you can shame us. Call us fat liars.
They're gonna do that regardless.
No,
but-
they're not going to call us fat. They'll call us liars. All right, everybody. Listen, I want to thank everybody. I got to do these. Do we have names or are we good?
Yes.
We got to read these names. You know that, right? I like to read the names of all the new people. Here we go. I have no glasses. All right, so you make them big. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Ready? Juan Mendrano, Jack Foster, Disuk Jones. Nick Kuski. Well, I don't know what the fuck's happening. What are you doing?
So you can see it on the video also. I had to scooch it over.
Oh, scooch it over. Can you make it? There you go. Where am I?
Nick Cooksey.
Yeah, keep going. I can't read it. Go.
Christopher Southard. Cliff Archibald. Talal Alian. Alex. Fordada. Josh. Liz Carey. Addison J. Cooper. Al McTee. Tom Meredith. Christian. Ew. Caldonia. Kelly Godfrey. Tony. John. Lauren Ruins. Izike Chowdhury, Dave that's Deepu's cousin, Conciergeon, Corey Blissland, Greg Schmidt, Timothy Gonzalez, Austin Jordan, Weston Jordan, Aline Hogan, Rob Hubbard, Abden Mayer, Gabrielle Vasquez, Timothy Revent, Christine Sipko, Brandon Wallace, Jimmy Lee, Matthew Cook, Shannon Garaya, Corn Cob, Josh Askew, Chris Ash, Bailey J Show.
Bailey J. That's Maddie. What's up, Maddie?
What's up, Bubba? Travis Lee, Matthew Waller, Chef Ross, John Solzo, Brian Carey, Brian Baker, Scott Hill, Richard Stevens, Robert Shannon, Elijah Welch, and Michael Moreland.
There we go. Thank you so much for being a part of the Patreon, joining the club. And you got to be on Bailey J's new show.
I would love
to. She
to,
does
yeah.
a podcast.
Yeah,
you want me to hook that up?
Yes, please. I haven't talked to her in years.
Well, she's big into horror like you.
I did her old show.
Oh, cool. All right, cool. I got to read this too. This is check it out, everybody. You don't. The fan is fucking me up. I can't look. The fan. I don't want to hold it like this. The fan is fucking me up. I don't want to. I want to hold it like this, but I can't. Joe, can you shut the fan off? I suck. There we go. I'm going to try to read this. Look, I want to thank, I got a new sponsor. You guys know it. Gunter Law Group. Gunter Law Group. That's Gunter Law Group. Look, everybody knows that in the past 2 years, you got to be prepared. It's not just food, water, toilet paper. It's getting your legal house in order before it's too late, all right? Even if you got a lot of money, don't let your loved ones get messed up on how to distribute your estate after you die. We got to take care of this shit. Excuse me. Regardless of the size of the estate, at the very least, just consider a will, medical power of attorney, or DNR. This all helps your family. I've gone through this, and it makes it a little easier when you know what the hell the person who passed away wanted. So the most painful part is, pulling that plug, man, after the fucking thing. You don't know what's going on. At the end of the day, it's one of the most loving things you can do for the person you love. So if you're anywhere in Texas, contact Kyla, what a great name, Kyla Gunter, at Gunter Law Group for a free 30-minute consultation to discuss your options. At least get a will. Call them up, find out how much your will costs, get it done so that the people you love will have the stuff that you left behind. Go to gunterlawgroup.com. Email Kyla directly at Kyla@gunterlawgroup.com. Or call her at 682-224-1967. Set up your consultation today. And if you mention YKWD, you know what, dude? They'll knock 25% off of the fee. This is legal advertisement, is not intended to be specific legal advice. I got my will done, so it's a good thing to have, especially if you're older. It doesn't matter what age. Have a will ready to fucking go in case something happens. With all the shit going on, who knows what, when, and where, and how. And you can call them right now and get 25% off. Hey, dude, I want to thank you for coming on. What else? What do you got again? Tell everybody what's going on with you.
Great. 3 podcasts. Real Ass Podcast, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's me and Louis J. Gomez. Bye, Guys with Ian Finance. That's Thursdays. And Zac Amico's Midnight Spook Show, my horror movie watch-along show, airs Friday at midnight on the Gas Digital Network. I have a new cartoon, Foolishly Ghoulish. 2 episodes are out already. 6 more coming. That's on YouTube and Gas Digital. And my new movie, #Shakespeare's Shitstorm. If you're listening live, is going to be in Philly this weekend. But we have a New York theatrical run beginning April the 8th with a screening at the Museum of Modern Image, and then a week of screenings after that here in the city. It should be really, really fun, and I'm really looking forward to it.
And make sure you go to robertkellylive.com for all my dates. You can go up there. I'm going to be at Poughkeepsie. I'm doing the Calta Cruise. I'm going to be doing a tour, a little mini thing with Big J, Ari, and me through Michigan, Detroit. So make sure you check that out. And I'm also doing a great show up at the Bears Den with Louis J. Gomez and Mr. Rich Voss, the watch thief, with, I believe, we're going to be filming it, and you're coming up too, correct?
I think so.
That's great. And all my dates are up there. So make sure to robertkellylive.com and patreon.com. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And what do we got? Make sure you check out Nikki, new Nikki. She's the producer. And Joe at Jokes Russell. And check out his cheese show. My producer has his own cheese show that I like to promote. Him and his wife, soon-to-be wife. It's an awesome show on YouTube, The Cheese Show. Check it out. Like it, subscribe, follow. That's how you support us, by liking, subscribing, and follow it. And make sure you check out Mike V. Suarez. He's in San Antonio right now, probably eating himself to death and playing with dolls. So I love you guys. You guys are the best fans in the world. Hope you enjoyed the show. I did. See you next week. You know what, dude?
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs. Shitty jobs. Shitty